All right, so here we are, hopefully day 2. I'm hoping that you guys were able to get your color wheel, which is mine is right up there, and then your complementary color blending down, which is right over there. Try to move it up. So I'm moving my way down. You need a bigger chunk of your portfolio to do this. You don't have to leave as much space, but what I'm looking for is that you will take a ruler. So I should go and grab a ruler, and I want you to do 1 inch. You can't see that. 1 inch, I said, by 5 inches. And all I'm looking for is that you guys make these long rectangles. So this is 1 inch by 5 inch. And I want you to have at least 5. You can have more fun with this and do more, but I want you to have 5. I left a lot of space in between here. You do not need to do that. You could get by even with a 1/4 inch, but you do not want them to be touching. Okay, so, and what we're going to be doing, I'm still thinking we're working with color and blending wet on wet. So we're going to get these rectangles wet just like we do with the complementary colors. And then we're going to be mixing colors. This time, however, the color choices, that's all you. That's totally your call, whatever you decide. You get that option. But I want us just to kind of play around and kind of have more fun than anything and just kind of see what colors look like together. So you'll need clean water again. So if you moved ahead, you'll need to go clean your water out. Make sure your brush is clean. And you're going to do the same thing where you're going to wet the entire rectangle. And you want enough water. You want to have enough water so that the water kind of just shines. If there's not enough water, the paints aren't going to move. But stay within your lines because that's how you control this kind of loose process. You want to make sure all that clean water you're putting down are within your lines. And then it's your call. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to grab my red, and I'm going to try to grab a decent amount of it. I want to have a lot on my brush. Really load your brush up. And I'm just going to drop it in on this corner. Kind of see how it starts to spread. It is actually very fun to watch. So I'll just kind of paint this corner and let it kind of shoot that way. Go all the way up. Rinse my brush out, and then I'm going to take I don't know. I'll grab purple or violet, whatever you like to call it, and I'll go this way. Oops, I went outside my lines a little bit. That's okay. Now what's fun is if you have enough water, you can actually pick your portfolio up and kind of push the water back and forth. So you can push it one way, you can pick up the other end and push the watercolor back the other way. You can see how they start to mix. And looks like my inside isn't mixing much, so I'm just going to get a clean brush, and you can drag the water over or swirl it. You just want to see what kind of color combinations you can come up with. So how you can use these in your painting, let's say you're doing a sunset, or you're trying to do like maybe a stormy sky or a stormy sea, and you want some more of this texture type look to it, so it looks like maybe the seas are rolling or kind of wavy. That's a good way to accomplish it. But mostly I just want you to kind of play around with color and see what happens when you mix them. And I don't really care which 2 colors you choose. So I'm going to get my rectangle wet again. I have a little extra purple in my water at this point, but that's alright. You want to have enough water within each one of these rectangles that your paints can move. So I'm just going to make sure I get enough in there. And since it's kind of purple, I might switch to blue. They're fairly close, you know. So I'll load up my brush with some blue. Maybe this time I'll do blue and yellow. Really load your brush up. So I'll drop it in my corner. Kind of see how it starts to spread out. Or you know what, I'll use blue and red. Why not do that? Since our water's a little purpley, I'll use blue and red. So I'll grab my red again. This time I'll put the red over here. Again, make sure you're getting enough pigment that it actually makes a difference. And I'll play around and just push my colors back and forth again. So I'll pick up my side, let them run together. Put that side. You can take your brush, clean your brush out, and you can just pull the color that you want over. So maybe if I want more red to come over, I'll just kind of lead it and drag it over. See how they mix. And you can go, I mean, you can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and so blue and red would give you purple. But if you kind of leave them unmixed, you can see some of those interesting textures that you get. It's interesting to see what's happening. So I like it when they're kind of not fully incorporated, but if you want to go back and forth, that is totally your call. What I'm looking for is that all you have to do is, on 5 of these different rectangles, play with some color combinations and see what happens. Okay? All right. Thank you.